It's coming in now. This is a visual that we're going to be putting out on our screens now of Roshni Rajendra Songhare. She was a crew member on board AI-171. So more details coming in of passengers on board their aircraft. But here we have a crew member. She worked for Air India. There you can see her in her sari that she probably wore on many of these flights where she was in service. This is a visual of Roshni Rajendra Songhare. There in happier times. She was a crew member on board AI-171. She unfortunately has not survived. That's the latest coming in. Very tragic, Barzeen. We are learning of the crew members now and their identities who were on board this aircraft.
Yes, and thank you to Squadron Leader Kala's remarks, which of course prompts the historian in me. Charki Dadi, Haryana 1996 was due to the linguistic problem because the Kazakh airline pilot in question, an ex-Soviet pilot, simply couldn't understand ATC English and Indian English as such. Never mind Indian English, but the international language as such, because that has been a long-standing issue with pilots from the ex-Soviet Union. And this was just 1996 when Kazakhstan had come about as a country only in 1991. And throughout in their era, they used to primarily have Russian within their zone. So it would have been a struggle for him to understand, which led to the crash with the Saudi airlines in question. And Squadron Leader also on the question of bird hits, which is a consistent nuisance at Indian airports due to urban conurbation buildup and the sewage and the slum factor that is factored in. You're right. And even Squadron Leader Mithru mentioned at both ends of runways, which is a constant bane. And of course, particularly Bombay comes to mind 2709 with the slum buildups on the 27 ILS end as such. But now some measures have been put in place from what one gathers. Because Squadron Leader Kala, early morning departures, which is a heavy period, for example, from Bombay, which one sees on videos, there are commissioned individuals standing by the runway threshold at the intersections, and they let off these smoke bombs bursts to scare away kites and other birds of prey, large birds of prey like kites, black kites, the Indian black kite, and crows, so that the aircrafts can depart. That is one measure which I have seen in recent times has been put into place, and it seems to be efficacious and works. And it's particularly noticeable during early morning departures just after sunrise from Bombay between, say, 0600 to 1000 hours at the 27 end when they do use the main runway as such. But over to you all.